Does your booth just scream fun and funky and come on in, here's the party? Or is it kind of boring and not very fun? I'm Amber Christian, editor of Handmade Seller magazine, and I'm back with another video about my craft fair display. In these videos, I feature artisans that have wonderful and fun craft fair displays so that you can be inspired by them. And all of these videos, I actually also have a corresponding article on the Handmade Seller website, so you can also find that there as well. Now, before you get any further, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so that you'll be able to see our videos in the future. Now, in 5 minutes or less, I'm going to walk you through what's awesome about this craft fair display. Before we get into it, Madeline had so much to share that you might want to go read the one on our website because there's a lot more details than I'll be able to fit in these 5 minutes. But let's get started with Meadow and Mae's fun and funky craft fair design. So let's talk a little bit about the story behind this. I mean, look at this colorful display. This didn't come together in just a minute or two. She's been intentionally working at this for quite a while. So Madeline is the artisan behind Meadow and Mae, and her focus is on bright colors and bold shapes. So she wanted a space that reflected that point of view. But it can be a little easy to go overboard with color. You don't want it to look like a dumpster fire. So she really started working with neutral sorts of bases in order to make sure that the splashes of color that she adds don't make this whole booth display go overboard. So she sourced stands that are clean and neat so that her designs will stand out when she puts them on her displays. So for her, that meant using unfinished wood as part of those displays. She added pops of color throughout using draping cloths, a table runner with her logo on it, a colorful rug, garlands, strings of tiny disco balls, and curtains that frame the tent. All of this creates a very unique, warm, and inviting aesthetic for her brand. The really fun part is the coin-operated capsule vending machine that dispenses a mystery pair of earrings. I mean, it just screams fun, right? So how does she actually adapt her design for the different kinds of events that she's attending? So she does a lot of outdoor juried events in spring and summer. So the display was initially set up with this in mind. But she also recognizes and thinks you should think about where you are placed on the map. You might have to think about which direction the traffic is going to come, and that's going to affect how you set up your booth. Are you at the end? Are you in the middle? Are you able to have open sides? All of these are things you need to consider in terms of the layout and what you set up. So for example, if she has open space on one or more sides of the tent, she tries to angle some of the items facing outward so that they're visible as you approach the booth from different directions. And they want shoppers to be able to, those shoppers that are just kind of floating around the edge, but they won't come in to the booth. She wants them to be able to see things to invite and draw them in. The other thing that she does that is a little bit unique is she makes sure the same product is spread in several places. That way, when there's multiple shoppers coming through, they don't all get stuck in one spot. Or they don't end up with a backlog and they can't see things. So she spreads out the items as opposed to having them all together just in one grouping. Something interesting to think about. Now, if she's at an indoor event, she also, with her display, just simply scales it back. Because she's got multiple of the different stands, she's able to easily scale that down when she does indoor events. And so this gives her a lot of options for different kinds of events that she can do for different displays. Now, what kind of materials is she using? A lot of it is wooden displays and earring stands from small businesses that actually specialize in making it. So she's not cobbling it together. She went and got things that were purpose-built for that. To add color, she found fabrics in a few different textures and shades, including window curtains, and she added a strip of Velcro to the top of that so that it easily attaches to the tent. And then she also made garland to hang at the front of her tent with different colors as well. Now, she uses vintage picture frames where she can swap things in and out for displays, for pricing, and the like. And it also adds to that overall texture. If you look at how she's played with color and texture in the design, you see it's really something that's really well balanced in terms of her overall setup. Now, 3 tips that she has to share when you're designing your craft fair display. First, approach your design from the customer's point of view. What draws you in when you're going to look at something at a craft fair? For her, she's looking for things that are warm and welcoming, so that's how she designed her booth. She also tries to focus on minimizing any confusion or clutter so customers aren't stressed when they're trying to purchase something. She wants them to spend time in the booth, so she tries to make it relaxing and enjoyable. Her second tip, don't feel like you have to do everything at once. This has been an evolution. This was not her first craft fair display. She's been doing this for a number of years now, and it's taken her time to get to this setup. She said start with a few things and slowly add to that over time or start to change it up. Make a list of needs and wants and prioritize those that make your selling experience run smoothly. Then add the fun stuff when you have time and money to do so. And finally, let your designs speak for themselves. A good booth display makes a huge difference, but don't let your handmade items get overshadowed by it. Make sure your craft is still taking center stage and your display allows people to see it. So huge thank you to Madeline for sharing her craft fair display, and really appreciate everything she had to share at Meadow and Mae. And thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe and to amplify this and share this with other people.